Hi, good morning, Mr. Lim. Nice to finally meet you.
And Mr. Lim, would you like some water or anything for begin?
No, thank you. I'm alright.
Great. So how was your journey today? Is it okay?
Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. The traffic was manageable. Yes.
That's good to hear. Because sometimes KL traffic alone can already test our patient, right?
Yes. Relatable.
Alright, Mr. Lim, but before we get into the detail of your case, we wanted to check in on you first. Based on the memo we received, we understand that you actually suffered quite injuries following the incident at Granville Mall. So, how have you been lately? Are you feeling okay?
Much better than before, but I still experience some pain in my wrist and occasionally back discomfort.
See, that must be quite difficult for you, especially having to go through surgery, physio, right? So, we're glad hearing that you're improving and hopefully things will get better little by little.
Thank you. I'm trying my best.
That's good to hear you, Mr. Lim. Anyway, before we begin, let us properly introduce ourselves. I am Amrina, a senior associate at Let's Partners Legal Firm. Our firm mainly handles negligent claims, personal injury matters, civil disputes, and litigation cases. So joining me today is Danish, a junior associate in our firm, and will be assisting me throughout this matter.
So, Mr. Lim, before we proceed further, why don't you actually briefly introduce yourself, just so that we can get to know each other better?
Sure. My name is Daniel Lim. I'm 45 years old and currently the Chief Executive Officer at Consultation Solutions, Sediam Berhad, a company specializing in software development and digital business solution. Most of my work involves business investments and partnerships.
Thank you, Mr. Lim. It's nice getting to know you better. So please feel free to speak openly with us today. Everything discussed during this consultation is strictly confidential, so whatever you share with us will remain private.
And also, just to let you know, today's initial consultation is completely free of charge. However, if you decide to proceed with us after this consultation, our consultation fees for subsequent meetings will be 100 ringgit per hour, and any additional legal fees for further legal work will be explained clearly beforehand so that you know exactly what to expect.
We have also conducted a conflict of interest in check and to confirm that our firm does not represent Granville Mall or any party connected to this matter. So, there is no conflict of interest that would prevent us from acting on your behalf. And of course, after today's meeting, there is absolutely no obligation for you to engage our firm. So, if you decide not to proceed with us, that is completely fine, and we will be happy to recommend another lawyer who may be able to assist you.
So, Mr. Lim, do you have any question regarding the consultation before we begin?
No, everything sounds clear. Thank you.
That's great. If you are comfortable, Mr. Lim, let's start from the beginning. Could you tell us what happened on the day of the incident?
On the 5th March of 2024, at about, I would say, 11:30 a.m., I went to Granville Mall in Kuala Lumpur to meet a potential business partner for brunch at a cafe on the 2nd floor. After getting off the escalator and walking towards the cafe, I suddenly slipped on a puddle of water near a decorative water feature and fell heavily onto the tile floor. As a result of the fall, I suffered a fractured right wrist that required surgery and the insertion of a metal plate. I also suffered a mild concussion which caused headaches and difficulty concentrating, as well as a lower back injury that limited my mobility for several weeks. I was hospitalized for 9 days and subsequently underwent physiotherapy for 6 weeks.
Mr. Lee, before you actually sleep, do you notice any warning signs, cones, tape or barrier in the area?
No, there were no warning signs, cone, tape, or barriers.
Was the puddle visible to you?
No, the area was dimly lit and the shiny floor tiles made the water difficult to see.
Were you using your mobile phone or carrying anything that affected your balance?
No, I was simply walking towards the cafe and paying attention to where I was going.
Did you gather any evidence after the accident?
Yes, I took photograph of the puddle and surrounding area. Here, take a look. I also kept my medical records. Here you go.
You?
The hospital bills as well, surgery reports, physiotherapy records, and treatment receipts. Here, you can see it all in the file.
Were there any witnesses?
Yes, several bystanders witnessed the accident and assisted me. Statements were later obtained by the police.
Did the witnesses provide any information about the condition of the area before your accident?
Yes, several witnesses informed the police that leakage from the decorative water feature had been an ongoing problem for several weeks before my accident.
Were complaints made to the mall management?
Yes, witnesses stated that the complaints had been made through email and the mall's maintenance reporting system, but no permanent repairs were carried out.
Were you informed of any action taken by the cleaning staff?
Yes, during the police investigation, I was informed that CCTV footage reportedly showed a cleaning staff member walking past the puddle twice without cleaning it or placing warning signs.
Oh, I see. So how did the mall respond after the accident?
The emergency response team arrived approximately 15 minutes later. No immediate medical assistance or apology was offered by the management.
And how have your injuries affected you?
I was unable to work for several weeks and experienced headaches, limited mobility, and difficulty carrying out daily activities. I also had to postpone business meetings and negotiation, resulting in a financial loss.
Oh, that's so sad to hear. So, what is Grandview Mall's position?
They denied liability. They alleged that I was distracted by my mobile phone and carrying a hot coffee. They also claimed warning signs had been placed earlier and that maintenance was the responsibility of an independent cleaning company.
Thank you, Mr. Lim. We will hear all available evidence, including the CCTV footage, witnesses' statements, photograph we gave earlier, medical records, and maintenance records to determine liability and support your claim. Thank you, Mr. Lim. Based on what you have told us, we can identify the main losses you may be compensated for.
What can I exactly claim for?
You can claim your medical expenses, which include hospitalization, surgery, and physiotherapy, medication, and related treatment costs. So this amount about 80,000 ringgit.
I have all the receipts and invoices.
Oh, that's really good. Those will be very important as proof. You may also claim around 150,000 ringgit for the business opportunities and contract you lost because you were unable to work during your recovery. So we will need supporting document such as emails, meeting records, contracts, or any financial evidence for that.
I have all the receipts and invoice in my phone. Later, I'll just send it to you.
Good. That will help strengthen your case.
In addition, you can seek compensation for pain, suffering, and impact that injury has had on your daily life, including difficulty moving, headaches, and reduced ability to work. Like you say, have back pain. Based on your situation, I've read before. Estimated around 120,000 ringgit.
But what about the future treatments?
Mr. Lim, you may also include costs for any future medical treatment if your doctor confirm that you still need physiotherapy or further surgery. But we will need your medical report to support this.
Okay, so based on what you just said, the total claim is 420,000 ringgit.
It could be around that amount, maybe less or more, but the final figure will depend on the strength of the evidence and the court decision.
Can the amount be reduced?
Yes, the amount may be reduced because the law may argue that you were partly responsible. For example, by saying you were distracted or carrying a coffee. So, if the court agrees with that, the compensation could be reduced. However, you have denied this earlier and we rely on the CCTV footage and witness statement to support your version. The wet floor, poor lighting, and lack of warning signs all strongly support your cases.
I understand.
So overall, I think based on the information you have, your claim appears strong.
Mr. Lim, before discussing our recommendation, we should clarify that our advice today is based on the information currently available and it may change once we review all the supporting documents.
Understood?
So although court proceeding remain available, litigation can be lengthy and expensive. Therefore, our recommendation is to go for a letter of demand to Grandview Mall.
What is a letter of demand?
A formal letter informing the mall that we hold them responsible for your injuries and requesting compensation within a specified period before legal proceeding are commenced.
Will we immediately demand 420,000 ringgit?
Not immediately, Ms. Lim. You first review all the medical records, receipt, and evidence of business losses to ensure that the amount claimed is properly supported.
I see.
Maybe we can also consider mediation if the mall is willing to negotiate, because mediation can often achieve a faster and less costly resolution than the court proceedings.
That sounds reasonable.
But for now, we recommend gathering all the supporting documents while we prepare the letter of demand.
Thank you. I will consider my options and get back to you as soon as possible.
Certainly, Mr. Lim. So please take your time and let us know once you are ready to proceed with us. I think that's all for our today's session. So thank you so much, Mr. Lim, for coming here today and sharing everything with us.
Okay. Thank you. So, Amrina, thank you, Danish. I'll get going first. Right. Thank you.
So Danish, what is your assessment?
Overall, I believe that Mr. Lim has a strong negligence claim against the Grandview Mall under the principle of occupier liability.
So Danish, what do you consider the strongest aspect of his case?
So the strongest aspect is that Mall alleged prior knowledge of the recurring leak. Based on the witness account, complaint had been made to the management for several weeks before the accident, yet no permanent repairs were carried out.
I agree with you, Danish. If management Mall knew or ought to have known about the leak, the risk of injury was clearly foreseeable.
Exactly. The absence of warning signs also strengthened his claim. Even if the leak could not be repaired immediately, reasonable precautions such as warning cones, barriers or signage should have been placed around the area.
what do you think the role will the CCTV footage play?
So this is significant one. The CCTV footage obtained during the police investigation may confirm whether the warning sign were present and also whether the cleaning staff ignored the puddle and whether Lim was using his mobile phone as alleged by the mall.
What about the mall argument that the cleaning company was responsible for the maintenance?
To be honest, I don't think that defense is particularly strong. Grandview Mall remains the occupier of the premises and owes visitors a duty, all Mr. Lim's duty, report reasonable care for the safety. The appointment of the independent contractor does not automatically remove that accountability.
I think I agree with you, Danish. Which aspect of the claim requires the most attention?
The 150 claim for business losses, unlikely the medical expenses. The claim will require strong documentary evidence showing that the postponed contract, businesses, and those opportunities were genuine and the losses were caused by the accident.
I agree with you. The medical claims appear easier to establish due to the evidence supported. So Danish, I want to ask you, what should our next step be?
So I have listed it out. First, we should review the CCTV footage obtained during the police investigation. Next, we should examine the witness statement and complaint email to determine whether they actually established that the mall had prior knowledge for the recurring leak. And thirdly, I think we should request the mall's maintenance and inspection because relating to the decorative water feature, as those records may show whether management failed to address the problem despite the complaint. So lastly, I think this is quite important. We should review Mr. Lim's medical reports, receipts, business documents to assess the value of his damages claim accurately.
Excellent, very well prepared. Those material will help us assess both liability and the amount of compensation that may be recoverable. Based on the information currently available, my provisional view is that Mr. Lim has a strong occupier's liability claim subject to the supporting evidence. So let's proceed with preparing a letter of demand and reviewing the available documents.
Understood, Miss. I'll prepare the case summary, organize the evidence for our review.